Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and tonight I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Capricorn. If Capricorn is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. All right, let's get started. And so tonight our card is the Princess of Discs, one of my favorite cards. Absolutely beautiful depiction in the Thoth deck. And the beginnings, right? Manifesting into our physical realm. The princess is pictured pregnant with life. And kind of transmuting those higher energies into the physical world. And this is one of the most blessed energies that we can have, especially when, in regards to kind of getting our life sorted, right? Getting the things that we need together, our foundation. How we kind of provide for ourselves. And of course, living our spiritual life and reaching our dreams. All right, so let's take a look and see what are these tea leaves doing today. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. It is free to subscribe. All right, so I want to start right up here. This is really looks like a fun energy. We have the house, the castle right here. Okay, very solid. I feel like you're doing pretty dang well in your domestic life. Everything is kind of going as you would hope it would. Family, getting along. That's number one, right? Bills getting paid, right? And if they've been a little bit troublesome, you've had some anxieties, coming into a place where, the universe is providing. You are getting those resources that you need to really kind of stabilize that financial aspect of your home life. Now, we have a person out here standing, arms raised, holding the Ace of Cups. A very well-formed vessel of your emotional and creative waters. This looks like a joyous stance as well. So I feel like there's just this energy of excitement, of things going your way. Celebration. Taking the time to really, look at your accomplishments. Big or small, right? It might be some big thing. You made a huge commission or something, you got the big raise that you've been looking for. Or maybe, it's something a little more subtle than that. Either way, it's a win. And I feel that you are really allowing yourself, and I know Capricorn, it's not always easy, but really allowing yourself to feel that excitement, that rise, an elevated sense of connection to your life, to your world, to your work. I love seeing this, absolutely. Now, we also have, it looks like a person over here who is holding on to a smaller person. You can see the body, okay? And here's kind of the lower half. Here's the head, arm down. Now we have another person standing right next to them, okay? So we have that. We also have, it looks like, I almost imagine like a troubadour, right? Like somebody coming and singing a beautiful song, trying to woo somebody. Over here we have, it looks like a person looking on, listening. Okay. So I do feel like, yeah, there maybe is a little bit of a courtship happening here as well. Life is good, right? Things are getting better and better yet. You're having a pretty good year, right? Despite it all, despite the energies of the world, the anxieties of the world, the existential, I guess dread that we're all kind of living under in the kind of worst moments, right? We think about the weight of the world. How do we fix it? What do we do? But not allowing yourself to stay there for too long, right? Because you are focused on your life, on your healing, on not falling into that trap of sensationalism and, basically deciding that you're going to perceive the world as doomed. No, I don't think so. I don't think this is you. I think that you are and have made this intentional effort towards staying focused on what's going on right here in front of you. Living the life that you have been so blessed to have. Making the most of it. Working diligently towards your goals. And they're paying off. And I feel that the heart is aflame. There's a belovedness here. An enjoyment. Not even a sense of lament anywhere. Not 1 ounce of it, which is pretty wonderful for a Capricorn reading. Usually, I would say there's just a little bit of, kind of an undertone of maybe not fully being in the thing, right? Usually very focused on work, not always having the best time within your personal life. Maybe feeling a little bit disjointed or unaligned. Well, this is the opposite. Although still doing wonderful in the work sphere, right? This is you really having quite a season for yourself. Really, I feel allowing yourself to really kind of, indulge in the greatness of it all. Sometimes we can feel quite, selfish or smug, maybe. I don't know. Is that what it is? You don't want to express too much happiness or excitement about things. Yeah, because a lot of people have it tough, right? And you have had it hard as well. You are no stranger to difficulties. You've had your fair share of ordeals, but you don't like to gloat when you're in this good place. But I think for once you're allowing yourself to really enjoy. Not stuck by the inhibitions of what will this look like to others. No, just to have some fun. Just to really be excited about the dang thing, right? And so, let's keep going here. I want to see what else is going on. So it looks like we have the name Ed, E-D, right here, E-D, Ed. We have a person who is sitting, it looks like the Empress. We have a bird in hand, a message coming through. We also have a person riding a horse. So I do feel like there will be travel here. And it feels like we also have a person here with a scythe. So time, a harvest, Saturn, but not all of this kind of energy. Kronos, This is going to be something that is time specific. Some kind of event. I almost wonder if this is, I don't know, like an impromptu kind of gathering of the family for some reason. It might not be something joyful. You know, this might have to do with illness or somebody passing. But I almost kind of feel like I'm getting the feeling that it's not necessarily, I don't feel like it's somebody passing. I almost feel like this is like, almost like a wedding or something like that, where it's not really celebrated within the family. Like it's a bad match, or perceived to be a bad match, maybe. Or with somebody, like this family member has had a lot of trouble in this relationship, and everybody knows, like, this is a bad idea, but they're going to do it anyways. And you can't really say anything about it because you don't want to destroy the relationship kind of deal. But I feel like it's like kind of an impromptu thing and almost kind of being drawn back home. But with this Empress energy, I kind of feel like it's kind of this sense of keeping that very diplomatic posture about things. And I also think you're just really in a good mood anyway. So it's like, I don't want to get into the drama of this thing. Of course, you care about your family member, and maybe this is not ideal, but it's not your place either. And I think that you absolutely know that. You're a Capricorn, of course you do. You know, you don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. And so I feel that you will be kind of a balancing energy here to remind other people around you. We don't want to cause any kind of fallout here, because ultimately it could lead to your family member just kind of not coming around anymore. And you don't want to have a non-existent relationship. We see this very often, right? Somebody meets somebody, they have a relationship with somebody, nobody likes that person, people tell them, we don't like that person, we don't like how they treat you, whatever, which of course you should let them know to some degree, right? We see that there's something here that's not healthy or good or whatever. But so often when this happens, that person will just kind of leave the family, right? And maybe it is that they're being isolated by their partner, or maybe they just absolutely don't need to hear or don't want to hear or whatever. Nobody's input. They just want the family to be happy for them. And so it is kind of this dance that we have to do, right? Because we don't want to be kind of exercised from the life of the person. And I think that you know all this. So I think that you are somebody who is going to go into the situation kind of reminding the rest of the family, hey, let's keep it civil. Let's be nice. Let's be supportive here, right? So maybe something that is not, it doesn't feel very joyous. But it is something that you feel, I think, like you have to be there. You have to show up, right? And I do think it's something that wasn't planned for very long. So I think it's kind of this also a little bit of an inconvenience, okay? Now, we also have, it looks like IEA. I don't know, all the vowels. Vowels coming through. The horse is the travel. I think this is definitely, it maybe is not long, like far off, but there is some travel involved, okay? I think that you are going to have to get in that car and go. Now, we also have the heart down here. And I think at the end of the day here, it's just nothing is going to dull your shine. I think you just are feeling, and I'm seeing flowers just everywhere through here. I just feel like this is like your sacred place. I feel that there's this energy of things really coming together. It feeling like you are in kind of the cathedral of your life. It feels very much like God is there with you. Spirit is there with you. The divine is very present in all of the things that you do. And so, a very special period of time. Make use of this energy. Don't let it, be squandered or ruined by things that are out of your control. Okay. Now we have a 717. So we have 717. We also have a large E again. So I feel like there is this person with like the name Ed or Eddie or Edith maybe. And I feel like this is maybe somebody who has transitioned, who has passed on. And I'm looking, we have a large bird, we have a person pointing, we also have a person riding the horse again. So I feel that there is kind of this calling for you to kind of keep the family together. Now, is this the work that you want to do? I don't know. I don't think that you've ever really considered yourself wanting to be like the head of a family, or even kind of the diplomat of the family, the mediator of the family. I think usually you just kind of show up and do your thing, and you're there, and you bring, you're part of the meal, and you enjoy everybody, you help clean up, and then you go home. And that's cool, But I think it's like you're coming into this place where, you might be the one that has to be the level head here. You might be the one that has to kind of take charge, keep people kind of together and communicating, negotiating, compromising, all of that kind of stuff that happens when there's a little bit of drama within the family. And I feel that this person coming through kind of is showing you, hey, this is your time that you need to step up. Because you're good at communicating. You're good at managing people as well. You are definitely, as a Capricorn, somebody who is really good at, like, within your career, your work, being in like management, or you're very organized. You have the ability to speak to people in a way that's not unemotional, but is professional, right? You stay on task, you get things done, and you say you do what you say you're going to do. And that's a huge thing. It's a huge thing. So, I do absolutely feel like, this is a place where this person is coming through. Now, we also have the rabbit. And I wonder if this E person, they had a rabbit as a totem. So you will be seeing some rabbits. And maybe it's the first time you've seen a rabbit in a long time. Maybe you live like in the middle of the city. You haven't seen a rabbit in years. And all of a sudden, you're like on the bus, or you're riding your bike to work or whatever, and you look over and there's a little rabbit in some, vacant lot or in somebody's yard or whatever. This is a sign for you. Okay, this is a sign that this person is with you and they are communicating with you. Okay, so look out for that. All right, now we're going to do our divine doors. And I'm just going to go ahead and flip through here. Okay, and oh, beautiful. I love this one. Look at that. That's gorgeous. I could step right into that picture and live there forever. Gorgeous. Okay, it says, begin here. Do not fear what travel brings. My dear, the moment is yours. Begin now here. And there we go, travel. So there is this repeating sense of there will be some travel for you. Now also this idea of the beginning, right? So we have the princess who is pregnant. It is the beginning of this next thing that is coming. And yeah, take hold of it, Capricorn, because this is for you. This is your chance. And you have created it for yourself. You absolutely have. Now, if you want it or not, that's a different story. You might just have to take it though. All right. So anyways, I'm going to tell you, I love you, Capricorn. I absolutely do. And I thank you so much for spending this time with me. It is always such an honor to be able to bring these messages to you. And if you would be so kind as to like the video, it really does help the channel. And if you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit that little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. It is free to subscribe. And if you would like to leave a comment, please do. I read them all. Now, I know I don't always get to them all as far as liking them or commenting back. I try my best. I really, I used to do every single comment, and now I feel so bad when I can't get to each one of them, but I do read them, and I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, I absolutely appreciate you. I love getting to know all of you. I keep your stories in my heart. I remember you. I know your screen names and your pictures and, you know, the things that you continue to share. You know, I just want you to know that I absolutely see you. I hear you. I love you. If I haven't commented back, I apologize for that. It gets to be a lot of comments. And so, you know, that it's hard to keep up with all that. And instead of, you know, outsourcing moderation, which, you know, a lot of big channels do. I'm not a big channel, but a lot of big channels do. And I don't want to do that though. You know, I want to have connection. I want you to know I'm here. I hear you. Other than that, I don't know what else. Oh, Father's Day. Yes. When this comes out, it won't be Father's Day, but it will have been Father's Day. So today, as I'm doing this reading, it is Father's Day, and I want you all to hear this, and I love you. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all of the many different configurations of father. Biological, stepfather, caretaker, grandfather, you know, of course, mothers and other people, grandmothers, you know, everybody, uncles, whoever, taking the roles of the father for one reason or another. It's a big job. Having a positive father figure in your life is such a blessing. You know, and I won't go on too much about my husband, but I just want to say especially Happy Father's Day to him. Dove and Serpent Tarot, my husband Paul, absolutely the best father ever. I watch him every single day show up for my daughter, show up for our daughter. And I literally did not know that somebody could be such a good parent. I don't know. I just have never had, I mean, I've had people in my life who have been good parents, right? I've seen people be pretty good parents, you know, have great kids, raise amazing kids. But watching it from the inside, watching my partner, the person that, you know, is the world to me, who I already loved immensely before he became a father, before we created life together. Watching him raise a daughter who he listens to, he is present with, he respects, he gives her autonomy and support, and always, I mean, always just like so thrilled by the things she's into. It makes me want to cry thinking about it. It's just, he's amazing. He's absolutely amazing. So happy Father's Day, my love. And to the rest of you, I love you. Take care of yourselves. We're going to talk in a few days. Good night.